Hi everyone, so today we'll be in Genesis chapter 22 in verse number 8, and then we'll read verse number 13 as well. But verse number 8 says, "And Abraham said, My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together." And then verse number 13, "And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son." So in this story, Abraham has been commanded by God to give his only son, Isaac, up as a sacrifice. This is the son that God has promised that will be his seed. This will be the son that ultimately leads to Abraham being the father of many nations. But God has commanded him to sacrifice. And so Isaac asks him, and he said, "Where's the lamb for the burnt offering?" And Abraham says, God will provide one. And in verse number 13, we see God does provide. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram. So I really just wanted to speak very quickly on the fact that God does provide for us. God does provide things that we need. I right now have a roof over my head, and I have heat in my house, and I have a bed that I slept in last night. Those are all things that God provided for me, and I'm sure that you, if you're being honest, can say that God has provided many things for you as well. You have a phone, obviously, because you're listening to this. God provided you that, and God provided you many other things in your life as well. So I really just want to encourage people to take the time to thank God today. Thank God for the things He's provided for you. I know that we probably don't have time to thank Him for everything He's provided for us and everything He's done for us, because that would take all day and many days after that as well, most likely, because God has done so many amazing things in all of our lives. But I really encourage you today, just take some time to thank God for some of the things He's provided for you. So thank everyone for listening, and I'll see you next time.